For decades, we've been told that staying fit after 65 means expensive gym memberships, complicated equipment, or risking injury with intense workouts. But groundbreaking research from Johns Hopkins and the American College of Sports Medicine reveals something remarkable. There's a simple chair-based exercise routine that delivers better results than traditional gym workouts for adults over 65. Today, I want to share with you this revolutionary approach that's helping thousands of seniors build strength, improve balance, and maintain independence, all from the comfort and safety of a chair. I'm Dr. Linda Parker, and after 30 years of working with older adults, I've witnessed firsthand the transformation that proper movement can bring. What I'm about to share isn't just another exercise fad. This is evidence-based medicine that addresses the unique physiological changes our bodies undergo after 65, when muscle mass naturally decreases by 3 to 8% per decade, and balance becomes increasingly crucial for preventing life-altering falls. The challenge facing most adults over 65 isn't lack of motivation. It's finding exercise that's both effective and safe. Traditional gym environments present numerous obstacles: intimidating equipment, risk of injury from improper form, the physical challenge of getting to and from a gym, and exercises designed for younger bodies that don't account for joint sensitivity, balance concerns, or the gradual loss of fast-twitch muscle fibers that occurs with aging. Many seniors find themselves caught in a frustrating cycle. They know exercise is essential, but conventional workouts often leave them exhausted, sore, or worse, injured. A study published in the Journal of Aging Research found that 23% of adults over 65 who attempted traditional gym routines experienced some form of injury within the first 3 months. This isn't because older adults are fragile. It's because most exercise programs ignore the biomechanical realities of the aging body. The breakthrough came when researchers at the University of Pittsburgh studied centenarians, people who lived past 100, to understand their movement patterns. What they discovered was revolutionary. These individuals didn't maintain their vitality through intense gym sessions or marathon running. Instead, they consistently engaged in low-impact, functional movements that could be performed safely anywhere, anytime. This research led to the development of what's now known as progressive resistance chair training, or PRCT. Chair exercises work because they address the 3 fundamental aspects of healthy aging: muscle preservation, balance enhancement, and cardiovascular health. Unlike gym equipment that isolates specific muscle groups, chair exercises engage multiple muscle systems simultaneously, mimicking the complex movement patterns we use in daily life. When you stand up from a chair, for instance, you're not just using your leg muscles. You're coordinating your core, engaging your balance system, and activating proprioceptors throughout your body. The physiological benefits begin at the cellular level. Chair exercises stimulate the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF, a protein that's crucial for maintaining cognitive function as we age. This same protein helps preserve the neural pathways responsible for balance and coordination. Research from the Mayo Clinic shows that adults over 65 who perform chair exercises 3 times weekly for 6 months increased their BDNF levels by 28%, compared to just 12% in those who followed traditional gym routines. Let's examine the specific exercise that forms the foundation of this approach: the modified chair stand. This movement appears deceptively simple, but it's actually one of the most comprehensive exercises you can perform. To execute it properly, sit in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor, hip-width apart. Place your hands on your thighs or cross them over your chest. Slowly stand up, using primarily your leg muscles, then slowly lower yourself back down, stopping just before you fully sit. This controlled lowering phase, called the eccentric contraction, is where the real magic happens. The eccentric phase of muscle contraction, the controlled lengthening of muscle fibers, is particularly beneficial for older adults because it builds strength more efficiently than traditional lifting, Studies show that eccentric contractions can increase muscle strength by up to 40% more than concentric contractions alone. This means you're getting superior results with less stress on your joints and cardiovascular system. The modified chair stand targets your quadriceps, glutes, hamstrings, and core muscles simultaneously. But its benefits extend far beyond muscle building. Each repetition challenges your vestibular system, the inner ear mechanism responsible for balance, forcing it to adapt and strengthen. This is crucial because vestibular decline is one of the primary factors in age-related falls. The National Institute on Aging reports that adults who regularly practice chair stands reduce their fall risk by 35% within just 8 weeks. Progressive overload is achieved not through adding weights, but through manipulating time, range of motion, and repetitions. Begin with 5 repetitions, holding the standing position for 2 seconds. As your strength improves, increase the hold time to 5 seconds, then 8 seconds. Advanced practitioners can perform the movement using only one leg, or by adding a gentle twist at the top to engage the oblique muscles. The second cornerstone exercise is the seated row. Using a resistance band anchored to a door or heavy piece of furniture, this movement addresses one of the most common postural problems in older adults: forward head posture and rounded shoulders. Sit tall in your chair with the resistance band at chest level. Pull your shoulder blades together as you draw your elbows back, squeezing the muscles between your shoulder blades. Hold for 3 seconds, then slowly return to the starting position. This exercise strengthens the rhomboids, middle trapezius, and rear deltoids, muscles that are often weakened by years of forward-leaning activities like reading, cooking, or computer work. Strengthening these muscles not only improves posture, but also enhances lung capacity. Research from the European Respiratory Journal shows that adults over 65 who improved their thoracic posture through seated rowing exercises increased their vital capacity by an average of 15% within 12 weeks. The seated marching exercise addresses lower body circulation and hip flexibility. Sit tall and lift one knee toward your chest while keeping the other foot planted. Lower the raised leg and immediately lift the opposite knee. This alternating pattern stimulates the lymphatic system, improving circulation and reducing the swelling that often affects the lower extremities in older adults. The rhythmic nature of the movement also activates the parasympathetic nervous system, promoting relaxation and stress reduction. What makes this exercise particularly valuable is its effect on hip flexor length. As we age, these muscles tend to tighten from prolonged sitting, contributing to balance problems and gait changes. The seated marching motion gently stretches the hip flexors while strengthening the hip stabilizers, leading to improved walking mechanics and reduced lower back pain. Ankle circles and calf raises, performed while seated, address the often overlooked but crucial area of lower leg circulation. The calf muscles act as a secondary heart, pumping blood back up from the legs toward the heart. When these muscles weaken or become inactive, blood can pool in the lower extremities, leading to swelling, varicose veins, and increased risk of blood clots. Simple ankle movements and calf raises stimulate this muscle pump, improving circulation and reducing the risk of deep vein thrombosis, a serious concern for older adults, especially those with limited mobility. The cardiovascular benefits of chair exercises often surprise people. While these movements may seem gentle, they can significantly elevate heart rate when performed in sequence. A study conducted at Duke University found that a 20-minute chair exercise routine elevated participants' heart rates to 65 to 75% of their maximum heart rate, the optimal zone for cardiovascular conditioning in older adults. This level of intensity improves heart health without the joint stress associated with high-impact activities. Chair exercises also address the psychological barriers that often prevent older adults from exercising. The fear of falling, embarrassment about physical limitations, or anxiety about using complicated equipment disappears when exercise can be performed in a familiar, safe environment. The chair provides both physical and psychological security, allowing individuals to focus on the movement rather than worrying about balance or safety. The social aspect of chair exercises cannot be understated. These routines can be performed in group settings, creating opportunities for social interaction while exercising. Community centers and senior living facilities worldwide have adopted chair exercise programs because they're inclusive. Individuals with varying mobility levels can participate together. This social component is crucial because isolation is a significant health risk for older adults, comparable to smoking or obesity in its impact on mortality. Consider Margaret, a 72-year-old retired teacher who came to see me after a minor fall left her fearful of traditional exercise. She had always been active, but found that gym workouts left her exhausted and sore for days. We started with a simple chair routine: 5 chair stands, 10 seated rows, and 2 minutes of seated marching. Within 6 weeks, Margaret reported improved energy levels and better sleep quality. After 3 months, her balance confidence had increased so significantly that she returned to her beloved gardening activities. Another patient, Robert, age 68, had been dealing with chronic lower back pain that made standing exercises uncomfortable. Traditional physical therapy had provided minimal relief. When we introduced chair-based core strengthening exercises, including seated spinal twists and modified crunches, his pain levels decreased by 60% within 8 weeks. The key was that the chair provided the support his spine needed while still allowing effective muscle engagement. The beauty of chair exercises lies in their adaptability. Individuals recovering from surgery, managing chronic conditions like arthritis or heart disease, or dealing with balance issues can all benefit. The exercises can be modified for virtually any limitation. Someone with limited arm mobility can focus on leg exercises, while those with lower body restrictions can emphasize upper body movements. Research from the International Journal of Geriatric Psychiatry reveals another unexpected benefit. Chair exercises significantly improve cognitive function. The combination of motor planning, balance challenging, and rhythmic movement stimulates multiple brain regions simultaneously. Participants in a 12-week chair exercise program showed improvements in executive function, working memory, and processing speed, comparable to those seen with computerized brain training programs. The hormonal benefits are equally impressive. Chair exercises stimulate the release of endorphins, the body's natural pain relievers, while reducing cortisol levels. Elevated cortisol is particularly problematic for older adults because it accelerates muscle loss and weakens the immune system. A study published in the Journal of Gerontology found that adults over 65 who performed chair exercises 3 times weekly for 16 weeks reduced their cortisol levels by 23% and increased their testosterone levels by 15%. Hormonal changes associated with improved muscle mass and energy levels. Timing and frequency are crucial for maximizing benefits. The optimal approach is 3 sessions per week, lasting 20-30 minutes each. This schedule allows for adequate recovery while maintaining the momentum needed for physiological adaptation. Each session should begin with 5 minutes of gentle warm-up movements, followed by 15-20 minutes of the core exercises, and conclude with 5 minutes of gentle stretching. The progressive nature of the program ensures continued improvement. Week 1 might involve basic chair stands and arm movements. Week 2 introduces resistance bands for upper body work. Week 3 adds balance challenges like lifting 1 foot while seated. Week 4 incorporates coordination exercises like seated boxing movements. This gradual progression prevents plateau while minimizing injury risk. Safety considerations are paramount but straightforward. The chair should be sturdy, with all four legs firmly on the ground. A chair with arms provides additional security for those with balance concerns. The exercise area should be clear of obstacles, with adequate space to move arms freely. It's advisable to have a water bottle nearby and to listen to your body. Mild muscle fatigue is normal and beneficial, but sharp pain or dizziness should prompt immediate rest. The cost-effectiveness of chair exercises represents another significant advantage. A quality resistance band costs less than $20 and can provide months of effective workouts. Compare this to gym memberships that can cost hundreds or thousands of dollars annually, plus transportation costs and time. The return on investment for chair exercises is exceptional when considering the potential healthcare savings from improved strength, balance, and overall health. Environmental factors can enhance the experience significantly. Natural lighting and fresh air improve mood and energy levels during exercise. Many practitioners find that exercising near a window or, weather permitting, on a covered porch enhances their enjoyment and adherence to the routine. Background music with a steady beat can help maintain rhythm and make the exercise more enjoyable, but it should be at a volume that doesn't interfere with safety awareness. The role of breathing during chair exercises deserves special attention. Proper breathing technique not only enhances exercise effectiveness, but also promotes relaxation and stress reduction. The general rule is to exhale during the exertion phase of an exercise and inhale during the recovery phase. For chair stands, this means exhaling as you rise and inhaling as you lower yourself back down. This breathing pattern helps maintain blood pressure stability and prevents the breath holding that can cause dizziness. Nutrition and hydration play supporting roles in maximizing chair exercise benefits. While the exercises themselves aren't extremely demanding, adequate hydration is essential for maintaining joint lubrication and preventing muscle cramps. A light snack containing both carbohydrates and protein, consumed 30 to 60 minutes before exercising, can provide sustained energy without causing digestive discomfort. The long-term health implications of consistent chair exercise are profound. Studies tracking older adults over 5 years show that those who maintained regular chair exercise routines had significantly lower rates of hospitalization, fewer falls, and maintained independent living longer than their sedentary peers. The exercises help preserve what researchers call functional reserve, the extra capacity that allows us to handle physical stress without becoming disabled. Medical professionals increasingly recognize chair exercises as a legitimate form of therapeutic exercise. Physical therapists now routinely prescribe chair-based routines for patients transitioning from rehabilitation back to independent living. Occupational therapists use them to help clients maintain the strength needed for activities of daily living. Even cardiologists recommend chair exercises for patients who need to improve cardiovascular health, but can't tolerate high-impact activities. The future of senior fitness is moving toward this more inclusive, accessible model. As our population ages, the need for exercise options that accommodate varying ability levels becomes increasingly important. Chair exercises represent a bridge between sedentary living and more active lifestyles, providing a safe entry point for those who might otherwise avoid physical activity altogether. The key to success with chair exercises, like any fitness program, is consistency rather than intensity. Small, regular efforts compound over time to produce significant results. The beauty of this approach is that it works with the realities of aging bodies rather than against them, providing a sustainable path to better health that can be maintained for decades. Remember, the strongest muscle in your body isn't in your arms or legs, it's your heart. And the most important exercise isn't the one that leaves you exhausted, it's the one you'll actually do consistently. Chair exercises offer a realistic, effective, and safe way to maintain and improve your health proving that sometimes the simplest solutions are the most powerful. The transformation begins with a single chair stand. Your future self will thank you for taking that first step, or rather, that first sit-to-stand movement toward a stronger, more confident, and independent life. The chair isn't just a piece of furniture. It's your gateway to better health, and the journey starts today.